let's talk about maybe a controversial opinion or a hot take you have on security and GRC.
Yeah, I think, my hot take for the last, maybe 10 years or so has been that I think compliance does equal security. And I'll caveat that by saying it doesn't necessarily equal total security, but I do think that compliance in particular becomes a forcing function for a good security baseline.
I think that is, in my opinion, an interesting take, because you'll hear the exact opposite from most people, where they say compliance does not equal security. If somebody were to ask you this question, right, all the breaches that we have seen, and they all have, it's not for the lack of compliance, accreditations or attestations that they have, but they still got breached. What would you say something to that?
So when I think about compliance and its relationship to security, I often think of it as hygiene. Compliance is a way that we enforce good hygiene across the board. And you know this, oftentimes when you see the RCA of a data breach, I want to say the Verizon data breach report stated that nearly 80% of data breaches were a result of really what boils down to bad hygiene. It was social engineering or baseline cloud misconfiguration. And I think that with security as a discipline, you can fudge things, you can, take shortcuts. Same with compliance. You can treat it as a checkbox activity. You can look at it as pure overhead. But I think if you take both of those disciplines seriously, not only do they play really well together, but they also help us establish a clean routine for security hygiene across our enterprise.